I think I'm the same way where it's like, yo, you can be like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like obviously like there's a point of attraction visually or whatever
Yeah.
for yourself like in any level, but if you're funny, I'm sweating.
My God.
If she's funny and she's making jokes and I'm like trying not to laugh as hard because I'm noticing that I'm laughing too hard.
Oh.
Bro, I'm thinking about it.
Now here in the cut, we challenge our guests to finish a tub of ice cream before the end of the conversation. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. My name is Adriel Smiley, aka AdrielSmiley.com, aka Adriel Smiley Official, aka The Godfather. Now here in the cut, we challenge our guests to finish a tub of ice cream before the end of the conversation. Now, we have someone returning. First time in person. You were one of those Zoom legends. A friend of the show, Eric Ryan.
Yo, I didn't know you had to finish that. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best. I see a challenge. Hi, everyone. My name's Eric Ryan. I make music and stuff.
And you got the cookies and cream.
And we got Eva's original cookies and cream. We got a whole cookie in here.
Crazy.
I've never seen this type of what's it called? Cookies and cream before, but I'm about it.
No,
I'm about it. It's
fire.
very viscous, but I'm down.
Yeah, having a full cookie of cookies and cream is giving authenticity.
Yeah, I mean it's in the name, so
yeah,
I mean,
it's like,
makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Before we get to the real stuff, this is probably the most important question that we have to ask. McFlurry flavor.
Yo.
Do you have a favorite?
Yo. Okay. So regularly you get the cookies and cream, or if you're feeling a little special, you know, like get the Smarties. You know, try it on another day. But man, the apple pie one that they just dropped is insane.
It's like that?
Yo, it's like that. I don't even go to McDonald's like that, and it's like that, bro.
Wow.
Dude, I ordered Uber Eats. I had to get one just by itself, man. It was like, I was like, yo, I had to do it once, bro. It was nuts. It's like it's one of those where it's like, why didn't we do this before?
Yeah, it's like that, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Because the Rolo was the one that everyone liked when that came out. I didn't love the Rolo. It was good, but like, I feel like it's not giving McFlurry because those Rolo chunks were so big that it was like, this is a whole different.
It's like it's ruining my my vibe.
Yeah,
it's too much.
Yeah. Smarties, was it Smarties M&M, whichever one it was, that was one that I used to always go with. But I haven't had a McFlurry in a year, so maybe I got to try this apple pie.
You might have to swap these out for McFlurry. You know,
yeah, McDonald's cut a check.
No, actually, get them to pay for us for.
Yeah, 100%. I didn't ask you about this last time, and I made sure I asked you this time. Your start in terms of you working with Mark and him hearing you sing.
Do
you remember what you were singing in the car? Do you remember that at all? Like,
yo, okay, so it kind of started a little earlier than when I would sing in front of him. But I remember, so we started do a marketing business together.
Okay.
And it was like entrepreneurship style. We'd, like, he just show up at my house and then we just start working on stuff. And one day he showed up at my crib. I was still sleeping. He knocks on my door, comes in, and he's like, yo, man, I gotta show you this song. It's so crazy. This guy showed me Daniel Caesar's Get You and Japanese Denim that same day.
That's a crazy 2-pack. Yeah, mind blown. Yeah.
It's like I remember, it's a core, it turned into a core memory, that whole moment. And I think there was something unlocked in my brain where I was like, yo, if I could make music the way that this song just made me feel, that would be dope. I think that was like a little sprinkle of like what started me on a path of music. But in terms of like working with them, we used to drive together to like do all these marketing things, like go to a client or just go to like a Starbucks to work on something or whatever. But I remember one time he was he was playing some tracks and I started like humming and singing or whatever. And at the end of it, he's like, yo,
Walk on.
Why? why? Like, why don't you sing more or whatever? And I was like, I don't know. I ended up just doing covers or whatever, like from that. And then one thing led to another. Pretty much for marketing, we shot a music video for a rapper. I forgot the name of the song, but at the end of it, we were like, why don't you just do one for yourself? Why don't you just make a song and do it for yourself? And then, yeah. But Mark's always been like my family pretty much. So like we've always been doing things together. So
day one.
it's always does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, he's always been around. So having him as a manager is also so far because he understands me on like an emotional level or on a family level, unconditional love level.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So shout out to Mark.
More than just
shout out to Mark, man.
Yeah, big shout out to Mark. I think that kind of shows the kind of crazy person that you are. That you heard Daniel Caesar and said, I can do this, or I can do something like this. Because like those two songs especially is like
it was game changing for sure. It was one of those where, like it wasn't even necessarily like, oh, I want to make this, but it was like the feeling of, man, I feel like I'm floating right now hearing this song. Yeah. I feel like I need to call my shorty or something. I need to call my shorty, tell her I love her right now, you know? I was like, man, like that is such a crazy feeling for just listening.
Yeah. To have music make you feel that way.
Yeah.
Because that's not all music. And I think
for sure.
And I think like that being the music you gravitated towards, I tell you this before, I can hear it in your music, but I think like you going for that feeling, I think it makes people connect to your music because
for sure.
It's like I don't need to really know exactly what he's talking about, who he's talking about, but I just get the feeling.
It's like you enter into the world. Almost in a way. Like, yeah, for sure. I feel like sometimes too, like, even though I might not necessarily get the exact story that they try to portray, like as an artist, like or as a listener, it's like I'll find my own ways of how I relate to the song or how it makes me feel.
Yeah.
So for sure.
Your own way of interpreting it. So your first song you ever wrote, Interlude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I had no idea that was really the start of it. Like,
oh man,
that's a crazy way to start. Like, talk about that.
Oh man. So I didn't even know how to make music. Like, I knew to play guitar. I knew to like sing a little bit. I would just practice and stuff. But in terms of like making a song, I didn't know how that happened. Like I didn't know how to do it. So I messaged one of my boys, Brian, and it's crazy because we used to play on the same hockey team, but then we just like we split our own ways as we grew up or whatever. And one day he was posting him playing piano. So fire. Yeah. So fire. I was like, dude, I don't know what jamming is, but we need to do that.
I don't know what jamming is.
We need to do it. So he's like, okay, sure. So he pulled up, and then we made Interlude in an evening, and then he was like, why don't you just release it? And I was like,
you got right people around you, eh?
Yo, honestly, shout out to that, because if it was just me, man, if you heard the beats and the songs that I try to write on my own,
screaming.
I should have quit then and there. Man. I would have quit then and there, man. But honestly, it's like if there's anything too, it's like having the right people around you. Shout out to Brian, shout out to Mark, and all the people that I have now. They're the ones that really pushed me to continue, like just with the passion of it. You know,
I'm gonna give you your credit too, because you're a self-taught musician, and I think that like that is extremely rare these days. You don't really see that. But I think that being someone who's self-taught and like going out for help, the combination of those is pretty good.
For sure.
So I gotta give you your credit on that one.
Thank you, man.
So this is, I guess, your first project since The World Is Outside.
I think this is the first project since Dream State.
Yeah.
So
and Dream State, I think, was during the pandemic, correct?
That was during the pandemic. Yeah.
So this is your first outside.
Yeah, this is the first like project where and this is the first project where I really wanted to see what happened working with the people around me, like really, like also including for myself, like even producing myself, playing guitar and bass, because I when we were inside, I kind of took this idea of like, yo, I know a little bit now about like how to use Logic or GarageBand or whatever. And I know a little bit of guitar. I don't really know bass, but I really want to tap in and learn how to just do it for myself, even if it's still like self-taught. So I did. I did. And then so for and Red Flags, those were all like basically made by myself and Kai and Sonia Sue and all like the homies that I have around me right now, which is pretty
cool. Yeah, I saw you were talking about starting to play bass.
Oh man, it's so fun.
Yeah, no, bass is one of those instruments that like everyone wish they could play. Like, I feel like everyone looks cool playing the bass. For sure. How would you rate your progress so far? Clearly, it's good enough because it made out to the project, but like
for sure. I feel like it's crazy because like when I started it, I would always see online like people always talk shit about the bass, really? But it's like I feel like they only talk shit about like the rock type of bass or whatever. But R&B bass is a different soul bass. Different. Neo soul, all of that. It's like what keeps everything like fresh, you know. And I started listening to a bunch of like a lot of Bad Bad Not Good and a lot of even like Daniel Caesar stuff. You see a lot of like similar things, and they work together. Obviously. Yeah. But what's it called? Yeah, I started picking it up and just like noodling around, and then I started playing live for like some friends that had performances and whatever. So Maria Therese, I would play for Shanika as well. Yeah. But yeah, I just kept playing. I didn't take any lessons, but I just had fun with it.
Right into the fire. Into the fire.
Just gotta have fun with it, man. And then you figure it out over time. You know, like you find your own taste as you continue to do.
So what's left for you to learn how to play?
Oh,
because between last time I saw you, last time I saw you, you were playing bass. So you played at Shanika show. But is there anything left for you to try and learn? Because clearly you're the self-taught king out here. Any instrument you pick up.
I'm still a student though. I may seem all right, but I'm still ass.
I said I may seem all right, but I'm not.
I'm getting there. I want to learn a little bit more piano. I think piano would be dope, like a crazy bag.
For sure.
Oh man, it's like when you unlock a new instrument and you start to like songwrite with it. It's like so many different avenues come.
I was talking to, but I was saying that of like what instruments you play kind of like leads your songwriting in a sense. Yeah. And so it's like there's some people who don't play instruments at all, that their songwriting is like strictly themes, strictly lyrics. And when you learn a new instrument, it's like I may have come in with rhythm first, but now that I have keys, I'm going chords to lead. Yeah. So I can't wait to see what that does for you, like songwriting wise.
That'd be fun. I just gotta lock in.
listen, it's you. We know what it is. Give it a couple years, like
do the what's it called, the practices. Yeah.
Listen, YouTube is
YouTube's popping, man. YouTube's popping. Yeah. I shout out to them. shout out to YouTube.
Shout out to all of YouTube.
Shout out to all of YouTube and all the teachers on there, because you learn so many things, even if it's just learning from a song or like I know when I first started playing guitar, I wanted to learn the song to impress my girlfriend at the time. Yeah. Grade 8. Okay. Yeah. It was oh my god, it was a Jack Johnson. It was like Banana Pancakes. I think that was the name of the song. I don't know if you know that song, but it's fucking crazy.
I had the album on DVD. That's a real boy. Yeah, I had the album on DVD.
Hell yeah. I was like, I saw a YouTube tutorial on that, and then that was like even though you learn the song or whatever, you take little parts of it where it's like, okay, this is how you slide. This is how you do like a hammer on or whatever, little things. And all of these teachers on YouTube are like, they all give little pieces, bro.
They're nice. Yeah, I've been playing keys again
oh
recently.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not in the gym like that, but I kind of want
every so often. Or
every so often. But I kind of want to start like producing again. I think I need.
We're locking in.
I need more time. But I want to start locking in, like at least by the summertime. And those YouTube tutorials.
Sorry, I'm like,
no, you're good. You're good. I
need a bib.
Covering all your bases. You're like,
do a test here. Sorry, you're saying.
But those YouTube tutorials are so clutch, and it's like I'm picking up stuff from when I used to really play keys, and I'm like, I haven't done this and especially because it's like I haven't played consistently in so long. So even the like muscle memory of like playing a scale or playing a chord, it's like, oh, I feel what this feels like again. This is familiar. What I used to do is
or was it like was the way you played before like theory based?
very theory based, yeah,
like classical style.
Yeah.
Now it's like when you're coming in with love, not with love. I don't know. It's like
no,
you're coming in with like
it is like you're doing it because you want to. Yeah. It is with love. Because at those times, like I was saying this to Four Corners, like if I wasn't doing classical, I probably never would have stopped playing piano because I was more into jazz at that time. But you couldn't compete with jazz, so it was like I was practicing jazz in my own time just because I liked it. But it was like, okay, you need to practice classical so you can actually go in the competition. And so it's like if it was the other way around, maybe I'd still
you would
be
have
playing.
that.
But now I don't gotta do no classical music. Ain't nobody teaching
Some
me.
Beethoven.
Yeah, like fuck all that. So getting the opportunity now is like I don't know. I got big love for these YouTube teachers.
Yeah,
like
shout out to them, man.
No, they teach everything. I actually learned on YouTube how to tie a tie. Yeah, YouTube taught me how to tie a tie. So I shouldn't say that. My pops did teach me. Sorry, pops.
But it's like you get a refresher, you know. You want to do a little Windsor knot?
Yeah. YouTube was a refresh. One thing I have in my notes about this project is it's a lot of Shorty So Fine.
Yo,
like, and
yeah.
And you have that. I think it's the first song talking about it's about a shorty you saw in the crowd.
Oh yeah.
Talk about that. Like, have you spun the block on her?
Yeah.
Like, what's the deal?
It's I'll preface it with I'm a big dreamer. And I'm a big simp sometimes, man. It's like when you see you ever have that time where it's like you're at a grocery store and you just see the flyest person ever, and they're just doing their thing.
Literally,
they're just doing their thing,
and you're enthralled.
Yes, exactly. And you're like, why am I floating? You know, like when you smell a pie and you're like,
why am I floating?
Yeah. And it was just like, I don't have the, not to say I don't have the confidence to go up, but it's like, it doesn't make sense to just do that in most situations.
Yeah.
For me at least. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna write about how this feels.
What you would have said.
What I would have said, or like how I'd like in an ideal situation that would be dope. But yeah, I feel like I'm just like I said, I'm a fantasizer. So it's like, okay, the smoke is on the floor, you know, like I'm walking all cool and shit, you know. But in reality, I'm like in the corner and I'm just on my phone.
It's like I'm looking,
something.
but I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah, do the look and then right back to your phone.
Oh,
you're like on the calculator or something, you know.
It's so funny because as an adult, like when those things happen, like you don't beat yourself up at all. Like when you're a kid, you're like, oh, should have talked to her. You know, shut up. You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh, should have talked to her. As an adult, you're like, I knew I wasn't gonna talk to her. Like,
this wasn't gonna happen. No.
You know, and you're cool. They're like, she was fly.
Yo, sometimes you gotta respect from a distance. You know what I mean?
100%.
I'm a big like, yo, she's beautiful. She doesn't even need to know that I have to like. I want to say anything. I respect.
It's like she knows that. She don't need to hear it from me.
Yeah, like, I'll just tell everyone else instead.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm screwy. No, that's 100% me. Sometimes, like, it'll be someone who you're like, yo, like, she is it, like times infinity. And then it's like, okay, so, and I'm like, no, she don't need me. Like,
she's good. She's good on her
living her life. I don't want to ruin it for her. Like, and then you have all the fake excuses. Like one of my go-to ones used to be like, I'll ruin her life. You know, like she found peace and she's healed. Like,
she don't need me to heal.
Yeah. Like I don't want to ruin her life. You know, so because on this project, I feel like this, like you're still in your love Amon bag, but you're definitely more of like, ooh, I see you, shorty. Like, is that like a change in your personality from then to now with that? Because I feel like your writing style has remained somewhat the same, but it's like way more of like,
it's a little bit more okay. Growing up, we're seeing more things.
Yeah,
we're going out more.
You know what? It's not as much like innocent love. It's more of like I want that girl.
For sure. Yeah, no, it's definitely, and maybe it's like that's what I want to be. Like, I guess if I'm thinking about maybe I'm like, okay, maybe if I just paint the world of like how I would want to be, that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, no, it's definitely it's definitely growing up a bit
Mm-hmm.
and kind of being okay with how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like being like truly, yo, I fuck with you.
Yeah.
Yo, you're bad. You know, not saying it literally like that, but that's like the like I guess.
Everyone
you
take
know?
notes. This is
don't say.
this is how Eric's coming in your DMs. Okay, you get DM from Eric. This is what it said. Yo, you're
Yo,
bad.
you're bad. Let's grow.
with the eye emojis.
Guys,
You trying to link and build or
That's
what?
crazy.
That's really how it goes. That's really how it goes.
Hey man.
Yeah. So Bad is my favorite.
Yo, shout out to Maria Therese, by the way. She's so dope.
Big shout out
She's
to
so,
Maria
she's like my
Therese.
best friend.
Oh,
One of my best friends. Yeah.
Big shout out to Maria Therese. So Bad is my favorite because that's like my favorite flavor of that stage. When it's like, I'm not even really trying to talk to you. I'm just enjoying you being bad.
Yeah,
You know,
dude.
it's like
That's real.
beautiful. She's great. Like, that's such a fun place to be in. Talk about that song.
Mhm. Oh man, it's that experience of when it's almost like when it's mutual
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and when you're hanging out or whatever you're doing, whatever,
yeah.
and it's like you can sense that like they genuinely enjoy your presence, and you're like, yo, I fuck with you, yo, let's get it on then, you know, let's like let's be more, you know. I think So Bad is dope because it's like it captures almost in a way in terms of like how I planned it, like after Florida, it's like, okay, now you're there with Shorty.
Yeah, you made it.
Now you made it. Now you're in you put your foot in the door. Now you're going on a date, a 1-2, you know? Just seeing how they are and you're realizing, oh, we're kind of aligning, you know? And when you align, that's the crazy. That's the flow state.
That mutual obsession. Yeah, I feel like we could have a whole separate this relationship, like Love a Man podcast. But
That'd be crazy.
I get what you mean because this is such a crazy thing I'm about to say. There's some times when it's like there's someone who you like know or know of, and you're like, yo, if I had her, you know. And then sometimes you get to a place where you're like, it's almost regular to you then. And I had that moment with someone who like I thought they were fly. I DM'd them. I was like, okay, I'm on my DM shit, like,
yo, slide.
and then like at this point, like me and them are just cool.
Okay.
And I'm just like, wow, like there was a time when I was like so juiced to DM. You know what I mean? Like I was so juiced to DM you, and now it's like you're just
now you're the homie.
and it's crazy. It's like that's like the progression of the steps. It's like, but So Bad is when you have that like that feeling for someone and they have it back.
They have it back, but then also it's like you're really professing that, yo, it's like, yo, I really want to be I don't want to just be friends. Like I fuck with you. You know, like I'll try to
you know, you're laughing, but I know that's how you're saying it. from your heart.
No, that's real.
Hold show your hand.
Like, yo, you want some ice cream? Yo.
And you know what's so funny? Like, we're laughing, but like, I fuck with you is a big compliment. Like,
yo, it's real.
And it's
bro.
funny because sometimes people be like, that's all you got? Like, it's like, no, but I really fuck with you. It's like, I don't fuck with you. I really
do, you know?
So it's like, and it's funny because one of my friends, she's talking to this guy who was like super into her. And I'm like, I'm actually jealous of him because it's like, he's so into you that he's just like enjoying being into you. And that's like a whole different place where you're just like, I just like that I like this person.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
So
he's
it's like
locked in. He doesn't even care where he is.
No, he's
like, what's going on? As long as he's with Shorty, that's all that matters.
And I'm like, that's a fun place to be in.
For sure.
Where it's like you just let yourself.
Dangerous but fun place to be in, for sure.
Bro, summertime is coming. Summertime is coming. It's crazy that you talked about like you want to play keys next because I actually have in my notes that like I see you getting behind the piano next. So I feel like I'm manifesting it somehow, but I do see that for you. Like in terms of an album that's like a different tempo. Is that something you think about for the next project?
I would definitely want to, like, as you're saying that, I'm just imagining, like, when I was practicing, I'm like, nah. So I still got some ways to go first before I figure it out, but you'll definitely hear something in the future, like piano-based. I'm a big fan of piano. That's why I linked Brian in the first place, because, like, I loved his piano playing, and I definitely want to learn how to do my own, or at least compose my own stuff, similarly, for sure.
I think we got to talk about the name of the project, Red Flags.
Red Flags.
I guess I have a set of lyrics for you, but let's talk about the name being Red Flags, because I thought that was so interesting, a name for me, because when I heard the project, I didn't hear that like crazy red flag talk, but I think that's part of what makes Red Flags, I guess, so interesting. Is like it started out with like, I'm so into you, you're perfect. And
you don't see it at first.
And it's like,
exactly.
So talk about that being the name of the project and why that is.
For real. No, it was it's definitely like it's well, there's so many ways to I guess portray that, but for sure it's definitely you don't see it at first. And you kind of see it later on in life or in the project too. You know what I mean? But I think there's something where it's like we all have our own things, our own vices, our own situations, our own scenarios, and our own red flags too, you know? And it's not to say that we should enable that, right? But I mean, I think acknowledging that you have your own sometimes, or acknowledging that it's there, and being aware that it's there, you can make decisions moving forward in a relationship, whether you want to stay or not, or whether you want to address it, even for yourself, whether you want to start working on it. Like everyone's what's it called? Everyone is accepting of. Hold on. Let me rephrase. My brain's fucking turning off right now. Everyone's capable of love and given love, and it may not be perfect, but I think when we address these things, we can make things better. But that's just like a little.
That was very sweet of you, Eric. Let's get to the meat and potatoes here, okay?
I'm dancing around.
Yeah. What are your red flags?
Oh man, I get, not to say that I get avoidant, but
avoidant attachment.
I sometimes I do that. I just don't like to, like, sometimes when I get in a little pickle,
Homer Simpson.
Sometimes I kind of shut out the world and I just go do my own thing. And to an extent, sometimes it works to a little bit.
Yeah.
But then when a little bit too much of that, you get people asking about where you are.
Yeah.
Or what are we? Like, what's going on? Why do you hate me? I don't know. All these things.
How do you answer that, Mr. What are we? How do you answer that question?
Man.
This guy put his hands through his hair.
I mean,
Flashbacks.
It depends. It depends on the situation, I guess. But I mean, I'd say, okay, going back to the flag for myself, it's definitely that for sure. And I think now that I'm aware of it, I'm much more capable of like moving a little bit better. Like, okay, if I'm not talking to people and I haven't talked to anyone in like a week, maybe I should just like hang out with a friend. Respond to all the messages.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? It may seem as small, but it does make a difference or whatever. Maybe if you're angry, shit, like maybe you realize you're taking it out on people. Shit, maybe I should work out instead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
I know it's like a
alternative.
Yeah.
And communicating it is good too. I think that's something that helps is like, if you could tell someone, I may not talk to you for 48 hours,
yeah,
but I still rock with you. You know? And so it's like, there can be that comfort of, okay, Eric's just doing his thing. That doesn't mean that I'm canceled because I haven't heard from him.
That's real.
I think that helps because I feel like
That's real.
we all have our red flags. I feel like mine is probably I'm just too handsome. Like I feel like that in itself.
Watch out.
If I'm being real.
This is the hot table, actually.
Come on.
Okay. That's why it's all melted, man.
I see you.
Come on, it's melted out here.
One girl actually told me that she thought I was a catfish. She's like, "There's no way you're real." I'm like, "Thanks." So I thought that was cool. And then another girl said that my beard was like,
like
yeah, it was Santa Claus.
Okay.
She said my beard was a red flag. She's like, no one with a beard like that is safe. Like I know you have hoes. I was like,
who hurt her, man?
Yeah, I was like, damn, I can't just have a beard. Like,
you can't just have hair. That's crazy.
Your red flags aren't that bad because I've had no, those are a lot worse. You said we match in red flags. Damn, ain't that something? Too lazy to change right back or raise white flags. This sounds like some toxic shit. So
shout out to Kyle. This guy's a lyrical genius. Oh my God. But he's so funny enough. It was actually his song originally.
Okay.
Or it was like he came up with the concept. I don't know if you like if you hear the beginning. That was it was like it sounded like a phone conversation, but it was actually just him like trying to explain the plot of like what we should write about.
That's so funny.
So I was like, fuck it.
Back, yeah?
I was like, fuck it, let's just use it, whatever. And then we ended up just turning it into a thing, and then he's like, oh, here.
Oh,
so, wow. Yeah. But in terms of, can you say the line again?
Yeah, we matching red flags. Find it here. We matching
Too
red
bad.
flags. Damn.
Yeah.
Or ain't that something? Too lazy to change right back or raise white flags.
Yeah. And on that point, it's like, we can't ignore that we have these problems or these challenges that we face, you know?
Fair.
Like, as much as we want to live a perfect relationship where it's like, oh, it's all fine and dandy, everyone's got something. We're human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got something, you got something, I got something. And to each varying degree or whatever, or we will come across something in life or whatever. And we can't just ignore that, you know?
Yeah.
And if we want to do well, or if we want to contribute to a relationship, right? Especially with someone, it's like they will see it. Like
they're gonna see it.
They will see it, and it's a matter of like, okay, we know what's going on, but I still love you. I still fuck with you. I want to ride through, and I want to fix whatever, even though we have that.
I think that's a good thing to bring up because it's part at the end where it's like too lazy to change right back or raise white flags. I feel like that is the biggest thing I think some people are missing is someone to hold you accountable properly. And so you say like too lazy to change back or raise white flags. It's like, I'm going to do those things before you hold me accountable. And I think like that's what people in life are for. Like, I want someone to hold me accountable and tell me when I'm on some bullshit. Like,
No.
like if I can get away with it, it's like, you know, that's not what you want.
No,
so it's
real.
like when it comes to people having red flags, it's like, listen, I'm not perfect, but I don't need to be perfect to hold you accountable, and vice versa. And I think sometimes that's what happens is like you're trying to hold me accountable.
When they put you on blast, and it's like, oh shit, you're right,
right? And it's like,
the craziest.
Well, you're trying to hold me accountable. You can't even do this. And it's like, damn.
It's like, oh
you're
shit,
right.
we're going here. Okay, I mean, you're not wrong, so I can't be upset, man.
I don't deal with those well. I'm just like, could you not? Like, I would love to just be perfect, and that would be great. But it's like, if you're really gonna say that I have all these,
your beard's too big. I don't know. I don't know about that one. You should. Feel free to grow your beard as long as you want.
Yeah, like don't let anyone tell you different.
Don't let any shorty tell you different. Don't let anyone tell you different, fam.
Yeah, like I think too, it's like what we call a red flag. It depends on the person.
Yeah, absolutely. It's it definitely varies.
Yeah.
In size.
I've had people say that because I have a lot of friends that are women. That's a red flag, and I'm here like. I don't know how that's a red flag. Like,
elaborate, please. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I think it depends on the person.
Yeah.
And then it's up to you to have your boundaries.
Yeah, absolutely. Of what you determine as something to, wary about, for sure.
Yeah. And that's why honestly I loved Florida as the start of the project, and I thought like that was such a great choice because that's how red flags happen. Red flags don't happen with ugly people as much. To be fair, like ugly. No, like ugly people and red flags is like they can still have red flags, but like you just assume they don't because it's just like you're too ugly to have red flags. Like, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Shit, man. Shout out to the ugly people. I love you. I mean, I think everyone has it for sure.
Okay, so let's be real.
But.
The girl you're talking about in Florida is not an ugly person, and that's how red flags happen. It's like I think you're
okay. I see where you're. I see. Okay. I see.
Walk with me.
Okay, I see. I was blinded. I'm seeing where it is now. Okay.
And so it's like because I think you're so beautiful, I can't see your red flags. If someone's ugly, you might see those red flags right away.
But yo, you could actually be super super bad, but then your personality is ugly.
It's trash. Yeah.
Just as equal, you know what I mean?
That's often too.
Yeah. Yo, but it's real though.
No, 100%.
Real, though.
Like I think where I'm at now is I have to like you as a person to like you. I think like I could think you're attractive, but I'm not gonna have that like energy
like,
for you if I don't know you. Like
yeah, exactly. I think that's where, for sure, like when you have someone that's like, I think I'm the same way where it's like, yo, you can be like whatever,
yeah,
like obviously like there's a point of attraction visually or whatever for yourself, like in any level, but if you're funny, I'm sweating.
My God.
If she's funny and she's making jokes and I'm like trying not to laugh as hard because I'm noticing that I'm laughing too hard, bro, I'm thinking about it.
You're speaking to the choir right now. Funny is my kryptonite, honestly. Like, if she's funny,
yo, every man just wants to laugh, man.
Yeah, facts.
Laugh,
a baddie with jokes, that's all you... that's all you want is a baddie
that's
with
heaven,
jokes.
bro.
Yeah, like, you're right about, like, you see yourself laughing, you're trying to hold back your laughter. Yeah.
You're trying to top it off, man.
Yeah. Like, I think it's so funny because one of my friends was saying how she met a guy and he was laughing at her jokes and she was like, I'm funny, but I know I ain't that funny. And I'm like, oh yeah, he's in love. Yeah, he's
locked
love.
in, bro.
Yeah, he's locked in. He's locked in.
He's blind, man. He can't see.
Yeah, 100%.
He can't see right now.
It's funny because I've caught myself, especially through text. Someone texts me something and I'll be like,
yo, bear emojis,
and then you read it back and you're like, nothing was funny. Like, nothing was funny. Like, she's just telling me what she's eating. Like, you know, and so it's like
crying death emoji.
Yeah, and you're like, So that's the time when you notice, like, okay,
you're like, oh shit. Okay, wait, hold on.
I'm into this person.
Take a step. Yeah, that's a good telltale sign for sure.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm like laughing at stuff that's not even really funny. So clearly I'm like,
you're in danger mode.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I see that we're getting like our springish summer, even though today it's like windy as shit and cold.
The sun's shining though. It's getting there.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
The sun is shining. Are you one of those people who has that like summertime itch to like be outside more?
Oh man, dude. In the winter, I'm a hermit. I do not leave.
Yeah.
Also, because of the economy, I'm broke.
Yeah, talk about it, honestly.
I mean, like in the summertime, yo, even just going outside for a walk, I'm all about that.
Yeah,
I'm all about just being outside, man. It's like, I don't know, like I don't know. I'm more of a. I like to go to shows. I like to see friends playing at whatever, you know. Just being outside, it's a good time.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is do you have a summer activity you're looking forward to? Because this summer, I said we're trying to be on more boats.
Yo,
we're trying to do some fishing.
I haven't been on a boat.
And ever?
Yo, if you go fishing, let me know.
No. We're setting up a little fishing trip, and I'm trying to be on the bike more. Like even if I have my car, park up my car, hop on a city bike.
Yeah.
You know, do some rounds.
Just get some wind.
Yeah. So is anything like that for you this summer you're trying to really do? Or I guess is fishing the one?
I mean, like I don't even fish like that. But I'd like to try it. Like
I've never fished.
I want to do a cast, you know, pull one of these. I'd love to do that, but I'm a big summer concert goer.
Yeah.
Man, Echo Beach or like any shows like
that's your
playing
favorite?
it. Bro, when the sun like
when
the sun comes down,
it's a vibe. Sorry,
you're smoking a blunt, you know what I mean? Because they allow it now, so it's chill. Like, oh, that's like that feels like heaven still. Yeah. And then you get to listen to dope music too.
Yeah,
you know?
and I've been in some lit shows at Echo Beach. Like Echo Beach is great. Like I got tickets for Missy Elliott and Sierra. We just got tickets for that, and I just got tickets for Sir when he's coming.
Man. They're playing at Echo Beach.
Sir's at History.
Okay.
History is getting all the Echo Beach shows now. It feels like.
Oh yeah.
But Echo, like the two shows at Echo that were some of my favorite shows of all time. One was Anderson .Paak.
Oh, that's so
far.
That's so far.
I had to leave early because some of my friends were taking the train. I was like, let y'all walk alone. But I was dancing out there. Like
you can still hear it.
Yeah,
like,
100%. I'm waiting for the bus stop. Just yeah, literally.
Put the ticket in, scan.
Yeah,
bro.
I was getting down, and then ASAP, Tyler, Vince Staples, Danny Brown.
Nice.
That was like Echo is.
That's a legendary spot.
Yeah.
But during the summer.
No, summer concerts. I feel like that's where to spend your money to me.
Yeah.
Like in the winter, travel, summertime concerts.
For sure. I'm not a club guy, so I'm like all of my money just goes to concerts pretty much.
I'm not a club guy. I feel like I don't know. The times I've been to the club, like for someone's birthday or something like that, like
yeah, if it's for like a friend or whatever, like you want to
show
show
love.
face or
Yeah.
show love, you know.
But I think tell me if you're the same way. Like I notice now that the music is too loud for me. Like and like the rumble is like, this is not clean. Like who's EQing this? Like
they didn't EQ this at all. It's too much frequency.
Yeah, like it just bothers me now. I want to just dance to March Madness, but like this is not.
It's almost like whenever I go, more times I'm just smoking outside with the homies. I just find myself outside with the homies, bro. So, I mean, yeah, it's definitely, and maybe I'm just getting old or something, but it's like, it's definitely like when it's too loud, it's almost like, okay, when you go to a concert, I never stand right beside the speaker.
Yeah, never.
Because that's like,
Suicide.
unless I'm bringing my, like, I don't bring fucking earplugs to the club or to the concert or whatever, but, that's, I don't know. I feel like it gets kind of crazy in there.
Yeah,
Get overstimulated in a way.
Yeah, like I think I might be trying to do some day parties. That might be like my in between.
Okay,
because they're outside still.
On a boat too, maybe.
Yeah,
a boat
like,
perchance. You know?
They want all the baddies on a boat. Like you just gotta find you a baddie and be a +1. They don't want us on a boat. Let's be real. They don't want us on a boat. Like
the baddies gotta find the people with the boats.
Yeah. Like
sure.
all the baddies with boats. Let me be your +1, +2. Like
I'd love to be a +1 on a boat.
100%. Okay, let's take it back because we did have a interview. I think 3 years ago now. Maybe
was it 3 years ago?
2021.
Oh shit,
that's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. Time flies, man.
Wild. Yeah, I watched a bit of it. You look pretty much the same.
Thanks. Thank you.
I guess I look pretty much the same too, but it was just crazy us doing it over Zoom. But I asked you some questions that I'm gonna see if you remember the answers to. Okay. So
I'll do my best.
We did our top 5 people in your life. The top 5 people make you who you are. Now, if you can give me at least 2 of your top 5, we can have something. Man.
Okay.
Who do you think was in your top 5?
2 top 5 people in my life.
Yeah, and one of them was an artist. So that's I'll give you a hint. One of them was an artist.
Danny.
Okay, you got that.
Easy.
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 Baby food.
Baby food. My parents, my mom and dad.
Yep.
Mark.
Yep.
Who's the last one? Oh shit! That's disrespect for
you the family as a whole. You kept to say.
Okay. Yo, shout out to them.
Yeah.
Shout out to my family. Shout out to my family.
The family as a whole. So for exotic animal, you probably had the least exotic animal we've ever gotten in the question. But do you remember what you said?
Dog.
Dogs and cats.
Yo.
And you said you would get some shots because you're allergic to everything.
Yeah. So I actually ended up getting a dog.
Okay.
And I'd like to change. So, and I love my dog Nico. She's such a sweetheart. But I want to change that answer.
Okay.
And for this reason, yo, I got a fucking raccoon. I got a raccoon as a tattoo, bro.
Wow.
My new animal is a raccoon. They're so dope. Bro.
From dogs to cats to raccoons.
Raccoons are dogs with hands. You know what I mean? With like opposable thumbs.
I'm not jacking that. I'm not rocking with the raccoons. You know raccoons have beef.
They're fire. They're fire.
Bro.
I think they're fire. Cause like, yo, they can climb.
Nah, we're on 2 different sides still.
Well, okay, what do you got? What do you got against raccoons?
She's like Future and Jake right now. Because when I lived downtown, 2 things. One of my neighbors had raccoons stuck in her walls, and you could hear them.
Oh, they got a club in there.
Yeah,
they're partying.
And you could hear them going at it, so that was nasty.
Oh shit!
But they used to get
into the walls is crazy.
No, it was nuts, like nuts.
Yeah.
And as well, they used to get into my garbage all the time, and my balcony was set up where like the garbage cans were on the balcony.
Oh,
so like
shit.
to go out and kick it and smoke is like not the same vibe because
you're
it's
watching out, bro.
Yeah, like. Yeah. It's like they own the balcony.
Yeah. And
it's like you said they could climb, so it's like it's those tall. They're climbing into the garbage bins, like eating the Popeyes, like. And it got to the point where they wouldn't even wait till the sun was down. It's like
they're just going whenever.
It's
they're hungry. They're
2:30 p.m. I said, have some respect. Let me go to sleep first.
Let me smoke first.
Yeah,
like,
so
I own this during the day.
Yeah, me and raccoons are always gonna have beef because of that.
Okay. a bad experience, I guess. Like,
And when have you seen like a domesticated raccoon?
yo, I've been seeing bear on TikTok or Reels or whatever.
You gotta send me.
Yeah, I'll send them to you. They're kind of they're pretty cute still. They're so cute.
You're like the fifth person who said like raccoons. Like raccoons are like on the come up right now. It feels like.
I think they're domesticating them or something.
Nah,
I
like
don't know.
I'm anti-raccoon. Like, that's probably the one thing left to hate that they can't cancel me for. But I'm gonna.
Wouldn't you want a little like it's like a Pokemon? You know what I mean? Like imagine like you could
I
like
guess walking around like
shit.
a Pokemon, like your little Pikachu type vibe.
Yeah, and he's like, yo, you could be running around. If you want him to climb on your back or something, you can. I don't know. That's kind of cool.
once I see it properly domesticated, I think that's what I gotta see. You know, it's like once I see someone, yeah, like because I feel like you're honest. You heard that too, right? Okay. Someone's either getting attacked or having a lot of fun in the hallway. But I think once I see a raccoon domesticated, like, because that would be fly if it's like they're just walking around.
They're just chilling, like a house raccoon or something. Like, like you know, like I seen one where this family they have one, and because it's not domesticated yet, it still likes to like dig and shit. You know, so like he likes to like scratch the walls. So he has like a little house in the kitchen and a hole in the kitchen, and then he comes out of the hole. And then
Come on, like, what are we doing? How is that selling me?
But it's cool. It's cool.
That sounds destructive.
It's cool.
Like
now that I say it, it's actually wait. Hold on.
Like you're just so in love with raccoons. You're sprinkling it like it's fly. Like that's not it. Like how you gonna have raccoons and have kids? Like so imagine someone has kids and they have raccoons. Like
they're so cute though. You ever seen the movie Over the Hedge? The raccoon guy?
I know the movie you're talking about, but I obviously haven't seen it.
Yeah, no, honestly, raccoons are survivors, man.
They're scavengers.
I admire that they're so agile and able to survive in any setting. They used to be in forests and shit, but they're out here living in the city, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Nah, they're
I'm trying to find any.
They are versatile, but like
they're versatile, and I think being versatile is so important, and maybe that's why I got the tattoo. But literally, like I don't know if you've seen the meme, but it was literally just like a raccoon who was standing, just like a cool little guy. Yo, I want to be a cool little guy. I want to be versatile.
Screaming.
I respect that.
I think that raccoons of all the I hate the word
It's an animal channel now, bro.
and I hate that like you're half selling me. Like
I should have wrote these points down.
Yeah, like if my feelings were involved, like they're the best of the scavengers. Like no one has this love for crows. No one has this.
Yo, actually, no. Crows are cool. Crows
no one has this love for cockroaches. But when it comes to raccoons, it's like raccoons are like the Miss America of like scavengers.
Because they're the cutest, bro. No one wants to have a pet cockroach, bro. Like, well, actually, no. There are some cool ones, I think. But if you could have a pet, what would you like?
Like a pet or just
like any animal?
I think I would want a big tiger.
Oh,
I think like or any big cat, like panther, like lion, like a big cat
vibes. Okay.
Yeah, like obviously I'm black, so that just seems extremely scary to me. But when the white people are like comfortable with their cats and they're all like cuddled up with them, I'm like, I wish. Like, because even cuddling up with like a dog is like a vibe, you know? So if you had like a big cat to cuddle with.
It's a big pillow, basically.
Yeah, no, exactly.
If you train them to not like eat or whatever.
Yeah, so it's like, that would be a vibe.
Yeah. That'd be sick, dude.
Yeah, but you need to have like acres and acres of land. Like, you can't have no little apartment with
downtown Toronto.
Yeah, like
500 square feet.
Oh my goodness, like so it's like that would be my answer to.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. That or horses. I rock with horses too.
Yo, horses are dope, man. Have you ever been on horseback?
Yeah.
Riding? Oh, it's so sick.
Nah,
I feel like I'm in I don't even know. Like in the Wild West.
Yeah,
I need a lasso or some shit.
Well, sometimes they have them at the X.
Yeah,
the feds are on them. Yeah.
You can't ride them though.
Yeah. But that would be a vibe though. Like,
yeah, having a horse, yo, that's pretty badass too. You know, like, yo, how do you even acquire one? Where do you go? Do you go on like?
I'm sure there's like a black market for horses, because
this one's fast.
Because you know during the pandemic when everyone got their dogs.
Oh yeah,
they were getting them from everywhere. You know, there has to be that for horses. Like
a Kijiji for horses.
yeah, especially because I used to work at a horse racing track.
Oh shit!
And I may have told you the story last time, but
I must have forgot.
But I saw a horse get put down on the track. Yeah, like it was crazy.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and mind you, the horse won the race. Like it won the race, and it like hurt its ankle like during the win, and so like it won, and then it was limping, and they kind of just put like a sheet up. And then yeah, the horses went down.
That's fucked up, bro.
No, it was wild. And I thought about that because I'm like, isn't there like a better place for that horse? Like, yeah,
put a cast on that bitch.
Like, yeah, you can't race, but like, you know, there's
someone
who's
just
gonna
end
love
it
you.
now. That's crazy.
So that's why I'm like, maybe that's where we can get our horse from is like horses that can't race no more, but we could still,
like toss it on a wheelchair or something.
Yeah, because I'm like, even if my horse would walk around with a limp like Forrest Gump,
like, soft. You don't even have to move. Just stay there.
Yeah, kick it. Like,
I just want to sit outside with you and shit, you know?
Chill. Yeah, like, 100%. Yeah, no, I'm happy I got to that one. This last one, I know. Actually, let me not say that, because if you get this right, I'll be surprised.
Okay.
But for Wednesday Wisdom. So I want you to have a new one after this, but can you remember what you said last time for Wednesday Wisdom? A motivational quote or saying that you always remind yourself of.
I'm trying to remember. Don't overjudge your shit.
No, shine bright was your answer.
Shine bright? Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, that too. No, I guess in a way, if you twist and turn it a little bit, it's kind of the same thing where it's like, yo, you gotta be yourself. And you gotta be proud of your work and who you are. And if I related to what I just said, which I thought it was, it's like, yeah, don't shit on yourself, bro. You're up.
You're good. Be nice to yourself.
Be nice to yourself, man. You know, like, you may still be learning about whatever you're doing. You may not be the best at it, but you're still doing it. You're out here.
And it's okay to be your biggest fan. I think that a lot of confidence has calling someone cocky or arrogant. And it's like, why do we not want someone to be confident in themselves? Like, what is wrong with Eric thinking he's the best? So I think there's a bit of that happens a lot with people where it's like,
for sure,
it's not natural for you to think, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm amazing.
For sure.
It's like, it's more natural for us to think like, maybe I'm not that good at this. Maybe, you know, so if we could flip that and it's like, no matter what, because I know people who have that like blind confidence, I'll call it, where it's something they've never even done before. And they're like, I'm going to be amazing at this. And it's like, we should just adopt that more for everything.
For sure. And there's definitely like some sort of barrier where it becomes like conceitment for sure. Like obviously like more times, more people aren't going to reach that. Right. Like in terms of that level of like cockiness or whatever. But like, and I come from like growing up and throughout my life or whatever, like I had low self-esteem for more times. And I realized that like, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Why?
Like, why are you talking shit to yourself? Even like the internal dialogue from like, oh, this sucks. Oh, I don't know. I can't do this. I could never do this or whatever. It's like, you're just stopping yourself, you know? You're stopping yourself from making potentially something super dope or leading you towards making something dope, you know? And over time, it wasn't like overnight or whatever, but it was definitely like, when you appreciate the small things that you do for yourself, okay, I tried to write a verse. Okay, I played guitar for someone at a live show. Oh, I performed a show. Or I dropped an EP, whatever. It's just like, okay.
Pat in the back.
Yo.
Progress.
We up. We good. We up. You know, be on your own team and shit, you know? So
that self-talk is important because I realize now from kind of studying people who are successful is that they usually don't talk about themselves negatively the way that other people do. And I think that something I've seen is, people might love them, might be popular, but their confidence is supreme. And it's almost independent of that other stuff. And I always say it's like, you know, someone who might be popular, it's like, yeah, of course you feel confident in your music. Everyone loves it. And it's like, nah, I was confident in this in the studio. before anyone heard it.
Yeah.
You know, I was confident in this in the studio. And I think that's like, sometimes we look to other people to give us that confidence, and it's like, nah, this is fire. Like, y'all wrong. This is actually fire. Y'all can't hear it.
For sure.
So
And
that self-talk is good.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it was like, even like, I definitely didn't start with that, but I learned it over time, for sure, through therapy. Shout out to therapy. And friends, too, and like a really good environment of supporting people. But it's definitely something that can be learned by everyone.
Oh,
for sure.
100%.
In any situation. But so that's shining bright, bro. That's real, bro. That's shining bright, bro.
Yeah, get some snaps for that.
Get some snaps.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, I think we can make those both the Wednesday wisdom for today. You're the first person I've ever let get 2 Wednesday wisdoms. Shine bright. And what do you say? Be nice to yourself.
Yo, be nice.
Don't
to yourself.
overjudge yourself.
Don't overjudge yourself.
Yeah, don't overjudge yourself.
Be on your own team.
Yeah, be on your own team is a. Yeah, because I think too that a lot of people are saying things to themselves they think people are saying about them. And it's like, no one's actually going to say this. And even if they do, you probably won't hear it. Yeah. And so, like,
or on the rare occasion, some fucking hater or something.
And I'm like, listen, when the hater shows up, deal with it then. But don't hate before the hater gets here. Like, listen, I beat you to it.
Like,
I hate myself first. Like, you know, there's no point in doing that. So I think that's the one of like not overjudging yourself and not overdoing it. Let's see how far you got with the ice cream. I feel like we did a good job in distracting you.
I messed up because I came a little late for the interview.
Like, I feel bad about even turning this. This is like
I'm feeling really bad that you spent money on this because I came half an hour late because my Uber went on a crazy adventure.
Those ones.
Yo, shout out to them.
Nah, they be doing that. It's like it's not in the budget. Like,
I'm down for the adventure. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. I have to eat this cookie at least.
Yeah, at least. Okay, let's see this cookie go down.
Yo.
Fire.
Crazy half section, you know?
Real. Shout out to all my vegans.
Yo, are you a Chips Ahoy guy or an Oreo guy?
Oreo. I don't fuck with Chips Ahoy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like,
not even the soft ones?
Only the soft ones. The regular. Yo, I'm going on a tangent now. Back in elementary school. When those like Chips Ahoy cookies used to be the thing, the like crunchy ones.
In the bag, yeah.
I hated that shit. That shit was always whack to me.
They're gonna be like, yo, fuck with that.
No, when the soft ones came out, I was like, okay, now we cooking. But those ones that like will crumble and like make a whole mess.
It's like it's dry as fuck.
And kids would fiend for that. I said, yo, what are you eating at home? Like, this is what you want? Like,
there's a secret to it.
Okay.
You have milk. You have it with milk, and you let it dissolve in your mouth. It's crazy.
That's too much.
You want it to be soft already.
Just buy the soft one. Like I feel like warming up almond milk to eat Chips Ahoy cookies is just like we're going too far.
We're doing too many steps.
Yeah, we're doing too many steps here. Like, this is not a movie. Like, this is real life. Yeah, so I'm not
cinematic.
Sorry, Chips Ahoy. But
unless you get the sponsorship though.
Only the soft cookies.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's real.
Yeah. I just that's one of the most overrated like snacks to me back in the day. Like,
what about Dunkaroos though?
Oh, big Dunkaroos.
Okay, Dunkaroos are crazy. Yeah,
and the graham cracker ones too.
So fire, bro.
No, during the pandemic, I bought Dunkaroos. Like,
yeah, they still make those.
No, literally, I was like, because someone brought that up of like, do Dunkaroos still exist? And I said, if someone's questioning it, let me buy it
before it goes away.
You know what I mean? So I did that right away. Because there's certain things that you're like, okay, listen, I'm an adult. I could just buy whatever.
We're adults now. We can spend adult money on things. Yeah, bro.
Adult money on kid things.
Yeah, bro. 100%. Yo, shit. You want a toaster strudel with the cream cheese in the middle?
Bro, I have my phases where I just go back and get a fruit roll up, a fruit gusher, like an old snack. And usually, honestly, they're done in one day.
Yeah, it's like yo, I'm gonna eat these for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
No. We gotta crunch every flavor.
All at once. Joe Louis.
Yo, Joe.
That's like the little like chocolate moon with the thing in the middle. Yeah. All fire. Listen, I'm on a healthy path right now. So all of those.
We're reminiscing. Reminiscing.
This is all in the past. But I want to thank you for joining us, man.
Yo, thank you so much.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, it's been way too long.
Thank you, bro.
I'm excited for more new music.
Thank you, man.
I'm excited to hear what you got going on.
For sure.
I want to say one last thing.
For sure.
When are we getting a full project, like double-digit songs?
Yo. I'm okay. So I'm working on a vault of a bunch of music, and I'm picking some stuff out for a project, for a bigger project. On the lows, we're trying to get some good funding.
Okay, I hear
But
that.
also, we want to grow the fan base so that way we can, when we put it out, it's not just to like nobody.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But that being said, like a lot of the music that I'm making now is it's dope. It's fire. It's album material stuff.
Bro, you even this EP, I'm like, this is like album worthy. Like,
thank you, bro.
No, 100%. And two, like we're back in the interview again. I think the thing that I like the most is like seeing the growth in the music that you're making. That it's like, oh, this is like qualitatively better than what he made before. And it's like you were starting at a good place to begin with.
Thank you.
So it's like how rare do you see an artist who already is making good music actually improve? You know, they might make the same song. It might be a song you like, but it's the same song.
It's like, how do you progress from there or whatever?
You know, so to see that progression from you from Dream State till this is like, okay, like he's actively getting better, actively moving forward. So
thank you, bro.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you, man.
Bro. And shout out to the dogs. Shout out to my homies. It's really a blessing to have met the people that I've met in the last few years or the last year and a half, 2 years to put this all together. Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to Maria.
Big shout out, Kai.
Yo, Sonia Sue, Nami, bro. Sonia Sue, the producer, Florian, all mans. Like, there's so many other people. I don't want to list them all, but I realized, like, wait, okay, there's going to be like 20 minutes of this shit. But no, like, for real, like, the people that I met within the last few years really changed my perspective on how to make music and how to produce and how to write. And I'm so grateful, and I know whatever we make now on top of whatever we've done is gonna be dope. And I'm excited for everyone to hear it.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited. Last but not least, we want to thank you for kicking off Soul Series. For all my Soul Series people,
Come on.
this is you're seeing a Soul Series legend right here. He got it all. He got it all started. Sold out show.
Yo, Soul Series,
for
bro.
anyone who's enjoyed any of the Soul Series, you have this man to thank. So
yo, you gotta pull up to a Soul Series event.
Yeah,
you gotta pull up.
We're
man.
doing our first one on a
DJ
Saturday
Freak
coming
Nasty.
up. DJ Freaky, DJ Nasty.
Wait, when is it?
May 25th.
May 25th? I'll be there.
Okay, say
pull
no
up.
more.
I'll
All
pull
right,
up.
listen, Eric
It's
in the
the
building,
summer.
y'all got to be there. Yeah, no, summertime shows.
See that? There you go.
Summertime shows.
There you go.
For anyone who made it to the end of this show, you can find us on the interwebs at The Cool Table Live on Instagram, at The Cool Table on YouTube, on all your podcast platforms. Leave us a rating and a review, 5 stars, not a single star less. And of course, you can hear the radio show live every Wednesday at 11 a.m., 12:80 a.m. in Toronto, metradio.ca online. And of course, until next time, know yourself, know your worth.
Yo, know yourself.